This video is about the Psycinfo database and its intermediate features. The first intermediate feature of Psycinfo that I would like to show you is the thesaurus. You can find the thesaurus in the upper left-hand corner. So once you open the thesaurus, you will notice that you see the beginnings of a very long list of words that are relevant to the discipline of psychology. The Psycinfo Thesaurus is a fixed set of words that are commonly used among psychologists. And there are a number of advantages to using thesaurus terms as opposed to typing in your own keywords. So for example, if I type in anxiety and click Browse, I have several choices. I'm going to click on the term anxiety. On this page, you will see that there is a scope note that gives you some idea of what the term means. Below that, you will find a number of broader terms and narrower terms if you want to search for something that's not quite anxiety, but it's related. I'm going to select the main box for the term anxiety and click on Search. If I were to search for the keyword anxiety, I would get over 260,000 results. When I search for anxiety as a thesaurus term, I get 80,000 results. And as I click on any particular article and scroll down past the abstract to subjects, you will find anxiety listed under the subjects as a link. So every time an article is added to the Psycinfo database, a human indexer will go through and decide which of the thousands of thesaurus terms best describe the main purpose of that article. And so by searching through the thesaurus instead of as a keyword, you are only searching for articles that have been tagged as focusing on that particular topic, as opposed to ones that may simply mention it casually in the abstract. And if you scroll back up at the top, you will notice that you can tell it is searching for a thesaurus term by the designation DE in front of the term anxiety. DE stands for descriptor, which is another way of saying subject or thesaurus term. I can add additional keywords below this, and this is a way to further refine my search results to what is most relevant to what I'm looking for. Another thing that you can do is go back to the thesaurus and run a second search. If I click on the white box next to college students and go up and click on the green search button, I will get over 77,000 results, and you will be able to see college students as a descriptor in my search box. There is a way to combine these two searches under search history. I can say that I want to combine search number 8 as well as search number 6. And then I also need to tell the database that I want to search for those two combined with the word and. So I want to only look for articles that have anxiety and college students both listed as subjects. I will have my new results below my search history, and you will see that I'm down to 2,000 results. So that is how you could combine two thesaurus searches. The search history is also useful for going back and seeing what you have tried before as you try different combinations, or if you realize that an earlier search was much more effective than what you are coming up with later. So there are many advantages of using this search history. And when I am done with it, I can simply scroll back up, click on search history once again, and you'll notice that the arrow moves to the side and that search history disappears. Another advanced feature of Psycinfo is the My Ebsco folder. As you click on articles that you find interesting, you will notice that the little blue folder icon turns yellow when that article has been added to your folder. You will find your folder up at the top under Folder, and you will find those articles saved in your folder. You can set these articles aside temporarily as you start to get an idea of what you're looking for, or you can hold on to these articles for longer. I highly suggest creating subfolders within your Ebsco folder for anything that you want to keep, because otherwise your main folder will get cluttered very quickly. So under the options on the left side of the page, I can click New. I can give this folder a name and click Save. Once I have done that, I can select the articles that I want to move into that new folder, and I can move them to my Psych 212 folder. My Ebsco folders also allow you to share resources with other users on the left side of the screen. This may be useful for sharing with lab partners and research partners. If I go back to my search on anxiety in college students, I want to show one last thing, and that is what is sometimes called treeing forward and backward. So scholarly articles contain a number of citations, and if you find a really good article, you can open up the article, and at the bottom you will find a list of resources that that author found helpful for writing that article. So if the article is very closely related to your topic, it is very likely that some of their citations will also be. You may find that identifying related articles is much easier in the text than in the bibliography. So for example, if I found this part of the article relevant to my research question, I would look to see what in-text citations were associated with that information, then use the bibliography to find the full citation, and then look for that citation in the library resources. It's important to note that any of the articles you identify this way will be older than the original article you identified as being highly relevant. If I found a really good article and I was interested in finding more recent information, I could copy the title of the article into Google Scholar. So for this particular article from 2018, it has been cited 3 times, and if I click on the cited by 3, I would get a list of those articles, and I could see which ones were relevant. All 3 of these articles have the full text available directly through Google Scholar. You may find that more of these links are available on campus than off. If you do not see the link to the full text article in Google Scholar, copy the title of the article and paste it into Snowden Super Search to find out how you can get the full text of that article. This is the end of this video, and thank you for watching.